Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a review of Only Sheets 2.0 to tackle a pretty big question. Is this thing really the ultimate money-saving workflow tool for all you solopreneurs, freelancers, and small teams out there? Let's find out.
You know the feeling, right? You're stuck, caught between these super powerful but super expensive software subscriptions and the chaotic, time-sucking spreadsheets you try to build yourself. It's a classic catch-22. And this really gets to the core of the problem for anyone trying to run their own show. It's the ultimate trade-off. Do you burn through your cash or do you burn through your time? There never seems to be a good answer. And here's that trade-off in black and white. On the left, you've got those slick SaaS tools. They automate everything, which is great, but they also happily chip away at your bank account month after month. Then on the right, you've got the DIY route with Google Sheets. It's free, sure, but it costs you something maybe even more valuable. Countless hours of building, fixing, and just trying to make it all work without breaking. So what if there was a third option? A way to get out of that trap? Well, this is where Only Sheets 2.0 steps in, positioning itself as the hero that promises to give you the best of both worlds. Now here's the key thing to understand. This is not some brand new software you have to learn from scratch. Nope. It's a huge library of incredibly powerful pre-built Google Sheets templates. The whole idea is to give you the power of a custom app, but without that painful learning curve, or, and this is the big one, those never-ending monthly fees.
So how in the world do they turn a simple spreadsheet into what's basically a mission control center for your entire business? Okay, let's look under the hood and see how the magic happens.
We've all been here. This is ground zero. Just rows and columns of raw data. I mean, it's there, but trying to figure out what it all means or what you should do next, it's a lot. It's just not easy to see the big picture. So what's the secret sauce? It's actually not some external program. The real magic is a super powerful built-in Google Sheets formula called Query. These templates come packed with complex query formulas that are already good to go, acting like an automation engine that does all that sorting, filtering, and organizing for you. And boom, here is the result. All that messy, raw data gets pulled, sorted, and turned into this, a clean, easy-to-read, actionable dashboard. This completely changes the game. You go from just entering data to having a tool that actually tells you what's going on in your business at a glance. Okay, that all sounds really impressive. But you gotta ask, does this automation actually work when you put it under pressure? Well, the review did just that and put one of the templates to the test.
So here's how the test went down. First, 5 fake content entries were tossed in. Then, just one simple change was made. The status of one entry was flipped from draft to published. And instantly, the whole system just kicked into gear, recalculating everything and automatically whisking that entire row away to an archive tab, all on its own.
And what was the final verdict? Well, here it is. The automation was flawless. It was instant. There was no lag. This basically confirms that these templates can deliver on that set and forget dream, which, let's be honest, is the holy grail for anyone who's busy running a business. All right, so the tech works. That's great. But how does the financial side of things stack up? Because that really is the core of this whole thing. Let's talk about the money. Let's really look at the long-term cost, because this is where it gets kind of crazy. You've got a one-time payment of $30 for Only Sheets. That number never changes. But a competitor like Airtable at around $20 a month, that starts to add up fast. We're talking hundreds and then eventually thousands of dollars over time. And this chart just makes it painfully obvious. I mean, look at that. The difference over 5 years isn't just a little gap, it's a massive canyon. That tiny little sliver on the left is your total cost for Only Sheets. Compare that to the skyscraper on the right for a typical subscription service. It's no contest. So what's the bottom line? Here it is. Over 5 years, going with the lifetime deal could save you almost $1,200. For a solopreneur or a small business, that's just not just pocket change. That's real money that you can invest back into your business. So after looking at how it works, the real-world test, and the insane price difference, it all boils down to one simple question. Is this the right move for you and your business? Look, no product is perfect, so let's be real about it. The pros are huge, the value is unbeatable, there's practically no learning curve if you already use Sheets, and you can get started immediately. But on the flip side, you are tied to the Google ecosystem, you're not getting a slick mobile app interface, and if you need complex integrations with other software, this isn't going to be for you. So, according to the review, the conclusion is pretty straightforward. This is an absolute must-buy if you're a freelancer, a small agency, or really anyone who's already living in Google Sheets and just needs a powerful, reliable way to track things without adding yet another monthly bill to the pile.
At the end of the day, this is more than just a bunch of templates. It's a whole different way of thinking. It's a direct challenge to the subscription model that runs the software world, and it leaves us with a really powerful question. Could a single one-time payment actually be the permanent solution to all your recurring workflow headaches?